We won with poorly educated. I love the poorly educated.
All right, let's get this next individual up here. Only send guest requests if you did vote for Trump. Yo, thank you so much for the TikTok, Eric. Thank you so much. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Bro, how much money do you make off this?
How old are you?
How much money do you make off this?
How old are you? If you don't answer the question, I'll just kick you.
Oh, you're so cool, bud.
What? That's not about being cool. It's about having rules for a live stream. Weirdo. All right, let's get this next individual up here. Only send a guest request if you did vote for Trump.
Yo,
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
21, bro.
Yeah, what's your birth year?
2003, October 26th.
Yeah, did you vote Trump?
Yes.
Why so?
Trump will make America great again. Okay?
When was it great?
2000s.
2000?
Yeah.
First the superpower. Thank you so much. When a Democrat was in office?
Wrong.
When did Bush get in office?
It was 04 to 08.
04 to 08? No, he was there before.
Are you
That's not
sure
even
about
true. It
that?
was 05 to 09.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, it was 05 to 09. That was
He's
the second
already
term.
making
His
it
first
great
term. His
again.
first term was when?
He's already making it great again. Look at crypto. Look at everything that's going on
Also,
right now. It's already great.
Your bio
again.
says you're 20.
What?
Your bio says you're 20.
October 26, 2003. Do the math, bro.
Yeah, but why do you have 20 in your bio?
I haven't updated it.
In what, like almost like
I don't
2
get on
months?
this app too much. I don't stay on this app like you, bro. I'm sorry. I have a life, I don't stay on this app 24/7.
Okay,
So
that's fine. Okay. Okay, can you name me one economic policy you like of Trump's?
crypto. That's it.
What policy?
I don't know.
That's surprising. Okay. Are you leaving? That was really sad, actually. Michael. That was really sad. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hello?
Did you vote Trump?
I didn't vote.
Okay. Let's get this next individual up here. Only send a guest request if you did vote for Trump. All right. Only send a guest request if you did vote for Trump. We're just looking for some debates, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Well, hello.
How old are you?
I'm your biggest fan. That's
Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. W to you. W to you. I appreciate you so much. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 25.
Did you vote Trump?
Yes, I did.
Why?
Because he was a great president.
Okay. What did he do that was good? What name one policy?
There was no inflation.
That's not a policy.
I'm not naming policies right now.
And there was inflation.
Okay, but
there was the same level of inflation right now as there was in
Buddy, you're
2018.
delusional if you think Kamala is better.
Okay. Better than a proven sexual abuser, than somebody tried to coup the
There's
government.
no proof.
Yeah, he was held civilly liable unanimously by a jury of 9 people. I have a question. Would you let someone held civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman get access to a gun?
Sorry, repeat that.
Would you let someone held civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman get access to a gun?
No, I would not.
No? Okay. But you'd let them run for president and gain access to the nuclear codes? You wouldn't trust them with arms, like guns, but you would trust them with nuclear fucking weapons?
He was already the president.
Yeah, that's like saying someone. That's like saying
none
someone.
of that happened.
That's like
None of
saying
that
someone held civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman, had a gun, and didn't use it in a violent crime.
And you have no proof of that.
That doesn't mean you should restrict. You shouldn't restrict their access to a gun. I still think you should restrict their access to a gun.
You have no proof of that.
I don't have proof. He was held civilly liable unanimously by a jury of 9 people. So there was enough proof for a unanimous decision from a jury
But
when it didn't have to be unanimous.
Why are all these women coming out now and not when it happened, when he's running for
So
president?
she actually came out to multiple of her friends at the time that testified.
It's not true, buddy.
She did. They testified in court. Fernanda, thank you so much. I appreciate the $15. Thank you so much. He left. Timothy, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much. And Shanta, thank you so much. I appreciate the $20. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words. All right, let's get this next individual up here. Only send a guest request if you did vote for Trump. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hey, what's
Oh,
up, Parker? I'm 44.
Did you vote Trump?
Why wouldn't I? Of course
well,
I did.
You did? Why?
For all the same policies he put in the first time he came in.
Can you name two that you like that he influenced to get passed?
I like them all.
Name two.
The border policy,
Which one?
the whole thing.
No, I just want two specific policies. Can you give that to me?
Remain in Mexico.
What else?
Build the wall.
That's not a policy. That's like a concept of an idea of a policy.
Okay. Well, I'm not big on policies and I don't have them memorized, but
Did you know the Remain in Mexico border policy was an executive order that he could have done day one, but waited until 2019 to implement?
yeah, that's because he's seen the border getting out of control. Hello.
I thought he ran on the border being an issue, so why didn't he do it day one if it's an executive
I
order?
don't know. Ask him.
I would love to hear his response.
Yeah, write a letter to him.
Yeah, I'm not going to write a letter to Trump, bro. He's not going to
Why
respond.
not?
It's going to be a
But-
waste of time. He's not going to respond. I'd
But-
rather make a TikTok video.
Have you learned anything about this
Just kidding.
whole election or anything?
Yeah, I have. I've learned a lot.
What did you learn about him getting reelected?
I learned that a huge portion of the voter base is just straight misinformed and delusional.
That's your opinion. That's not something you learned.
No, it is something I learned.
You haven't learned anything, is what it looks like.
No, I did.
You went from Biden to Kamala.
And yeah, that's because they're both better candidates than Trump.
You went and you talked about him trying to do a coup on the government.
Yeah, he sent
Yeah.
false slates of electors to electoral college to catch Trump votes when he didn't win. Sid, think of the future
You
encounters.
don't
Thank you
think
so much.
you don't think them kicking Biden out and
Wait, do you want to like respond to what I just said?
No.
No, because no one ran against her. 80% of the Democratic Party was satisfied with her being the nominee.
So that's
I wish Biden would have done it earlier.
So that's all that matters to you. It's the Democratic Party.
Ivy, I appreciate the $5. Thank you so much. No, what matters to me is that the voters were represented. The voters were represented.
You just said it's because the Democratic Party approved her, so it's good.
Are you driving, Evan?
No, I'm in my bed.
I don't know why people think that.
You just said
Just the
that.
head mustache. What's up?
You just said that.
I know. I was just saying it because people in the chat think you're driving for some reason.
No,
I don't
you
know why.
said no. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you said that the only reason why you like Kamala is because the Democratic Party approved her.
Kamala.
I call her Kamala.
No, well, you're gonna call her Kamala, or I'll kick you from the stream.
Kick me then, dude. You mean nothing.
Okay. How does the chat feel? Say that from the comments. First the Tom Sug, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yo, what's up? How old are you? First the sunglasses, thank you so much, Shawnee.
Let's go, Trump. Trump's better.
Bro, go watch SpongeBob. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 33.
Did you vote Trump?
I did.
Why so?
Well, first of all, I want to say I watch your videos all the time, and I am from Mississippi. So I'm a Southerner, raised conservative, obviously. But I do think you put out a lot of information that I didn't know. And people want to jump on here really quick and act like they know anything about policies as Republicans, and they really don't.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say I voted for Trump because a lot of his standpoints are based on traditional values, Christian values, and it's hard to understand because he's gone through a lot of things that Christians as a whole point would be like, no, that doesn't make sense.
Okay, so what traditional values in specific? What Christian
I
values
guess,
in specific?
I mean, everything he's been accused of, I just think it's horrible. I don't want to say that,
That doesn't sound like he's Christian. Like, that doesn't sound like it represents Christian values. So, like, what specifically do you think represents Christian values?
I guess his accusations of being a woman and him being put on trial for it and people
Are you
coming in-
trolling?
No, I'm not. I promise.
I asked you for, like, an example of, like, something that demonstrates Christian values, and you're giving an example of him being held civilly
Christian
liable of sexually
values.
abusing
I
a
mean,
woman.
he said numerous times that the past things that he said throughout his career, he regrets saying those. I mean, he said
This
that
isn't what he said.
publicly.
No, I'm talking about the fact that he was held civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman.
I know, but if you look at it and you go, do you know for a fact that she came up when he was at the front of the public, like the front of his office, and then accused him of saying all of this, that it wasn't for her own benefit in some
What's her name?
way?
Can't hear you when you swipe out of the app, by the way, to look it up. What was
I
her
mean,
name?
I knew her name. I've known
And
it
it
because
is?
Is that bad that I
Thank you so
don't know
much.
her
Thank you.
name?
Yeah, kind of. Like, it demonstrates you don't really know about the case, and yet you're disputing it.
Well, I do know about the case.
Not enough to know her name? Can you tell me
Well,
one piece of
no,
evidence
because
submitted in the case that
she
you...
came out like way later.
Can you tell me one piece of evidence submitted in the case that you dispute?
I think it was like the DNA.
What DNA?
It wasn't found on a coat jacket, and that's why she saved the coat
On a dress.
jacket. Okay.
You're talking about an address, but like that wasn't submitted because Trump didn't give up his DNA within the allotted time.
Okay.
And that would actually demonstrate that like he's probably like guilty, because otherwise he would give up his DNA because it would exonerate him.
I guess I just don't feel like he actually sexually assaulted her. I feel like people in that
Yeah,
position.
but like what reason do you have to believe that? Because all the evidence points towards the idea that he did.
Well, I'm gonna like be like the person that doesn't know as much, and I'm not gonna sit on here and like say that I know anything about anything.
So if you don't
but
know as much, then why do you claim a particular way? Like you claim
because
that he
because
didn't
I
do
do
it.
think because I don't look at that as
Bella,
like
think of the $10. Thank you, Bella.
that makes him better.
What?
I don't think that makes him a good human.
Thom, thank you so much for the $25. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Thom. Thank you so much, and Ivy. Thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much. Oh, look at that. So it makes him a bad human, right?
It makes him a bad human that he made a lot of poor decisions early on in his life.
Okay, so then why would you vote for him? Because I don't think that like
Because I
resembles
do
Christian
think that
values.
he's changed, and if you see multiple interviews
You think
of
you
him
think you can
throughout
change
his
from
career,
sexual abuse?
I don't think that he used. I think he might have used his power, and then, I can't say that either because like I don't want women to like trash me.
I have a question. Do you think that like do you think you should love thy neighbor like all neighbors?
Yeah.
Do you love Hitler?
No, I don't love him.
So you don't love everyone? Do you think everyone can change? Do you think Hitler can change?
I don't hate anyone.
You don't hate Hitler?
I don't hate Hitler. I don't think you're supposed to
No?
hate.
You don't?
No, I think hatred
But
is what.
you don't love him.
hatred-
I thought you were supposed to love thy neighbor, right?
There's a
Do you
lot
love
of
everyone?
hatred, but there's a lot of hatred in this country right
Yeah,
now.
but Ali, are you supposed to love everyone?
Yeah.
Okay, that includes Hitler, right?
You're
Amir,
supposed
thank you
to-
so much for the
I
$1
don't-
and 10 cents.
I mean, you are supposed to love them as like they are God's creation. They're
Oh.
God's child that were put on this earth, and people, a lot of people under him.
So you love Hitler, in a certain sense?
I just think that like I love all of God's children.
So you love Hitler.
I think you're supposed to love everyone, and you're supposed to.
Do you
teach
love
them.
Hitler and Stalin and Mao?
I wasn't around during that time, but if I would have been, I
Would
probably
you
would have
love
been.
them?
No, I probably would have been person that was like not standing with him, but trying to guide him in a different light. You know.
Do you think that they could like change?
I
do
think
you
that everybody can change.
You think Hitler can be redeemed?
No, he chose what he wanted to do
Can he be redeemed?
at the end of life.
Yeah.
I don't know that I can say that because it's not up to me.
Okay. So do you think that their heaven is determined before they act? Tabby, I prescription. Thank you so much.
I think there's a lot of free will. I think that free will is something that's been misinterpreted throughout time. I don't believe in predestination as people say you're predestined to go somewhere, because if you commit so many acts, then like you cannot have exception into heaven. I think everybody.
Are you pro-choice?
No.
No, pro-life. Okay. And you would say you're
But
pro-life.
I'm only pro-life because I don't want my tax money to go to certain people that don't deserve that. Like they don't deserve to get
What?
abortions. Like, because there's so many people
None of
covered.
your tax dollars are being used to like support like people to get access to an abortion. There's
Planned
something called the
Parenthood.
Hyde
That's
Amendment restricts any federal funds from being used in that way. Push the hand up, push that
so
mustache.
Planned Parenthood isn't government funded.
Not for abortions, no.
Then what's it funded for?
Other
Getting
sorts
people
of things they do,
access.
contraceptives,
Why is it not
education,
supported? Why is abortion not supported?
because of the Hyde Amendment.
And what is
So
that?
again, being pro-choice just means it should be legal to get access to abortion. Being pro-life means we should restrict people's access to abortion.
Okay. Well, I guess I just wanted to get on here and say that there's not a lot of people that talk about their Christian values, and a lot of it, like,
No, so like the point I'm making is that Jesus is pro-choice. God has the ability to restrict people's access to abortion, but God rather chooses not to restrict people's access to abortion
it's people.
and leave it up to their choice.
It's people.
Yeah, no, but like God is saying that it should be left up to the person to make that decision. Right? It shouldn't be restricted. So God's pro-choice and you're not? Push the turkey face.
I guess can I say this and then I'll get off, because I don't want to sound like an idiot, because I'm not. It's coming from a very a very truthful place in my heart, and like these like TikTok's a hard place to be in, but
Sharoni, thank you so much for the blooming. Thank you so much. I appreciate Sharoni.
I will say, with abortion, and if like, it's federally involved, to say that like, if you go out and kill someone, then that is murder. Then why isn't it the same thing for abortion?
Okay.
Is that because it's religious?
No, because it's not sentient.
And sentience,
Yeah,
like,
sentience
from
is
what
the
I've
determining
like,
factor for what's a person under my view. Right? I don't think a zygote is a person. I don't think a single cell organism is a person just because it's living. I don't think sperm cells are people because they're living.
and you've said that that's like up to a certain term.
Yeah, it's like most likely to occur between 18 through 26 weeks. Most likely 22 to 24.
But that's like science driven. It's
Yeah,
not
that's
just a opinion.
yeah. That's what the
Because you don't have a
neuroscience
heart.
indicates.
But I thought that's like a heartbeat is like the first thing.
Heartbeat is not a determining factor of sentience. I don't care about heartbeat.
So you're saying if it okay, because other things have a heartbeat
Oh, it's
and they're not
yeah,
considered human.
yeah. Well, no, it's not even necessarily that. It's the fact that brain dead individuals, right? We think a family should be able to pull the plug on an individual in their family that's brain dead, even though they're cellularly alive and they have a heartbeat. It's because what we value is the sentience.
So the whole argument.
I don't think it's murder. I don't think it's murder for them to pull the plug.
So I just get the whole argument that you have is saying it's conditional.
But yeah, like of
based
course.
on what you believe.
Yeah, of course you have to meet this certain criteria for me to consider it valuable. Of course, that's true under your view too. Do you consider plants valuable? Like, do you think it's wrong to chop down a tree?
Well, yeah, I don't like trees being chopped down, to be honest.
So if you chop down a tree and you replant it, is it wrong?
No, as long as you plant another one.
Sure, all right. I mean, I agree we should plant trees, but you're not saying that the tree itself is like valuable.
It could be valuable to somebody more than it is to me.
Push the paper crane. I'm sorry, but like, do you think it's like trees should have rights?
No.
Okay.
I thought you were going a different direction with that.
Okay, so obviously trees you don't see as valuable. So there are certain beings that don't meet your set of criteria. Gang, thank you so much. I appreciate the glowing jellyfish. Thank you so much. Do you think ants should have rights?
No.
Okay.
But that's my opinion, I guess. I think the whole thing is like you have a lot of people on your platform that are like very against abortion. And I am the person that like I don't think that you should have an abortion unless there's specific things. But I thought that Trump said that like he's not going to completely ban it. So why does everybody get
He
so
left it up to
mad?
the states which restricted a woman's access to abortion in certain states. Great victims have restricted access to abortion in certain states.
But if
That's
they
why.
can't, but if they can't afford to go to another state, then why is it that state's problem?
What? Why is it the state's problem? Because most people can't afford a random $400 expense. They're living paycheck to paycheck in this country, right? You can't just afford to take off of work, right? Get a hotel and drive hours, right? For example, someone in Texas, they have to drive 8 hours there and back. So in some circumstances, 6 hours, right? In order to get to a
Wouldn't
different
that make
state.
them think more about it? And if he does ban it,
Think more about it. You mean you just want to restrict people from having sex? So because they wanted to have sex, they should be forced to go through a pregnancy?
if you have sex, then you know what happens with sex.
What about people
So
who are assaulted?
people that are assaulted, I thought that was what he was saying, that like the
Nope,
state.
it's restricted in certain states based upon their state's abortion laws.
So you don't
He didn't
think the
institute federal
majority.
protections for great victims to get access to abortion.
So you don't think the majority of states are going to sit there and say they're
You
going to
could
have
say a majority of states are. I don't
exceptions?
think in some states, right, should be. I don't think some states should be allowed to restrict those rights. I think it should be protected federally. I think that's very important to protect rights federally and to not leave it up to the states. You're arguing leave human rights up to the states? Right, you sound like the Confederates.
Well, can I ask you one other question? Okay, so in Mississippi, you have a lot of people. You have signs on the road in Mississippi saying, "We'll pay you $5,000 for every child that you have." Do you not think that's insane?
What? That for like
I
child
mean,
tax credit?
yeah.
They're
You
paying.
don't think people
Are
are
you saying
doing
the
that?
government is paying people to have kids?
Yeah, they are. They're giving them
Where?
in Mississippi.
Who's who? The
100%.
government is. I
Yes.
mean, do you mean in a child tax credit?
Yes. And you don't think people are abusing
So
that?
so the child tax credit is under Trump's like policies, and it's not just in Mississippi. It's everywhere. There's like $2,000 for each year. It's a tax credit.
I think a lot of the
Or are
southern
you saying like
states,
they're
yeah.
buying children?
No, they're not buying children. I'm saying that I've witnessed it. There
Do you
are
mean like food stamps?
there are families low income that will have multiple children because they know that they can get tax credits and they can get food stamps. Yeah. And they can,
Okay. So like, should we like stop providing food stamps and stuff because there are some people that take advantage of the systems that we have?
yeah. I mean, I think there's a lot of
Yeah, we should.
I think
So
I think
so we
there's
should
a
get
lot
rid
of
of food stamps and increase
restructure.
childhood poverty and increase the likelihood that children go to sleep hungry.
No, I just don't think that a woman should be allowed to have multiple children for her own benefit. And that's what happens.
You don't
And
think that? Wait. Why are you? Do you have kids?
no.
Are you going to have kids?
If I choose to, and I can,
So
and
then,
I'm
should you be
able,
allowed to have multiple children because that's for your benefit because you want to have children?
it's not the same if you're low income.
Wait. What do you mean? Like my mom wanted to have children, so it benefited her to have children. That's why she decided to do that. So she decided to, have multiple kids, right?
To have a
So
family.
do you think that that she shouldn't have been allowed to do that?
I do think that you just need to look up this southern states and see how many people there's not a father figure.
Okay, so are you saying Republican states have bad policy?
Maybe. I'm just being honest with you. But I don't think people talk about that. They'd rather
Okay.
sit there and say
Yeah. Let's
she doesn't
talk
know
about
what
how
she's talking about.
let's talk about how there's bad Republican policy, right? That's devastating these regions, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, there is, but nobody
Maybe
can.
we should
But
beef up
nobody.
the education system instead of getting rid of the Department of Education.
That is true. I mean, I grew up in Mississippi. I went to like a private college in Mississippi, and then I moved out of Mississippi because
Ellie, do you know that Trump specifically wanted to get rid of the Department of Education?
I think it needs to be restructured, is what
Yeah,
he
but like he
said.
wants to get rid of it.
Well, I mean, it's kind of failing a lot of kids.
That's not what you were saying before. You were
What
saying
was
we
I
need to
saying
expand.
before?
We need to expand it. Do more.
Yeah, restructure is the same thing.
Yeah, restructure doesn't mean completely dismantle.
Okay.
I have a question. Would Jesus like provide for the sick? Like feed the hungry?
Yeah.
House the people that need houses? Right? To like redistribute wealth? Educate the masses?
Yeah, but Biden is
So
Biden is
who's
giving
advocating
like
more
Ukraine
of
and
doing
so
that?
many other
Wait,
countries
but
so much money.
Ali, who's advocating for doing more of that, of like benefiting Americans in that type of way? Ali, are you there? Do you tap that screen? Everyone's get to 1 million likes. Share the live as well, everyone. Everyone has a following glitch today. I think she just like muted. Everyone has a following glitch today. So we are cooked, chat. It's like so cooked. The following glitch is unbelievable. It's never been so bad. Appreciate the TikTok crown. Thank you so much. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
20.
You're a fetus.